How's it going? My name is James P. White. That is Chris Mooney. And this is the Bald and Short of It podcast, circling the toilet bowl of loathing and hatred. Speaking of hatred, that is Chris Mooney. Yes, we do hate each other. And how's it going?
Good. You're live from the the All About Men worldwide headquarters.
All about men, baby. It's still here.
Awesome.
I have nothing in it, but it's still all about men.
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. It's been a minute. We haven't talked. I don't think we definitely haven't hung out since the last one. So it's been a good week. You're probably refreshed and happier.
Uh it's been weird not hanging out with you, or at least not talking to you. Like I
Yeah.
was like we're gonna get into our week slightly, but I was like, since we talked, I was at a uh what is it, like a remembering a friend who passed away not that long ago. That was Friday. I was
Memorial.
in Jasper, a
Oh wow.
celebration of life.
Yeah.
I was in Jasper on the weekend. um
Yeah. I didn't
one
even know that.
I want to get into that a bit later,
Sure.
because Jasper isn't quite back to normal.
I bet it was expensive because we were looking at it and we had a
We
few
didn't
long.
stay. We did a day trip.
Oh, yeah, we had a few long weekends that we were thinking about, and then we looked at the prices and like, hey, like, a fella can afford it or whatever, but it was just like, are you serious? Like, what else can I do with my money? Like 300 odd a night, two and change for like 3 star. And it's not just Jasper, it was like Canmore too. And I think, when they go like, oh, Canadians aren't traveling to the States, well, because it's too expensive. So where do they all go? And then guess what? That drives up prices at home.
And
So.
but there's still a lot of construction going on in the city.
Oh, yeah, well, there's no doubt
Like
about that, but
like there's let's get right into Jasper right now, because the thing is, as you come into the city, it almost looks like you're coming into like a slum. And I mean no disrespect, because it's wall to wall Atco trailers kind of thing where people are living in while they're rebuilding their houses. There's hundreds and hundreds of houses being rebuilt.
like, I always like to drive in, like, you come up and you got it used to be the Sawridge, but now it's like Forest Park Inn, and then they got, gosh, I always mix up the names, but you know what I'm talking about. And then, you come up and you get near the downtown and you got the Athabee on the right. Nothing, eh? Well, I mean, they're
Yeah,
still there.
they're still there, and but there's a lot of like beat up and like they're rebuilding like hundreds of houses.
Yeah.
And it's quite sad. And then some of those two beautiful churches that were there, that have been there for 100 years,
Mhm.
um they look like the ruins of a castle. Like it's
Oh, that
just
sucks.
like just chunks of brick, like it looks like an old castle that's like the ruins. It is quite sad. And to find parking, it's even harder now than anything, to go anywhere.
Well, they probably have dumpsters and stuff and all the things that come with construction, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like the downtown, like you can't find parking anywhere.
Yeah, I think about it now, and it's like, what if you did go and you spent a couple, $300 for a room, and then you're like, it's not what it was, and you're like, I'm getting less what I'm paying for. Um, but did you have a good time?
Yeah, we did. Like we spent a lot of time just driving around, trying to find parking spots. And then we were illegally parking, and we were taking me and my cousin, we were taking turns getting out of the car, so there was always somebody in the vehicle. Um
Right. What did you do?
Drove around, and I got beer. Like the Jasper Brewing Company.
Yeah,
I got the beer, so I got a bunch of beers that you can't get here from Jasper Brewing.
Campio owns, Jasper.
Yeah, like they have Campio. I don't think it's they own. I think they're kind of
They're all the
uh,
same company, whatever it is.
yeah, like they amalgamated or
Yeah,
whatever,
something like that.
because they
So
have Campio beer there, but they have some stuff there that you can't get here. That
so
I
what
So I got like a variety pack, and I got this one, a trail, a session. IPA, and then I got um the uh, crisp pills. I got the orange one. Yeah, I just got a bunch of Jasper beers. What are you
Yeah.
drinking?
I went to that trusty, I think it's called Seven Liquor or something, the one by my house where I get the cheap Jack Daniels.
Oh yeah,
I just
okay.
thought, in preparation for today, I felt like some scotch, and I mean, I have some in the cupboard, but I like the Dewar's. So I got this. I saw this one. It's a 12-year-old Dewar's,
Okay.
um, like side by side with this regular Dewar's, and
Okay.
they were both the same price, $33.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so
So
like
is that the one by your place, like kitty corner from
high notes.
the McDonald's?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's by High Note.
Yeah, like
It's
so,
that's
it's that one that's next to the convenience store, right on the corner.
Yeah, but I got this 12-year-old one, and they only had one, and it was beside all the other ones. And I thought, oh well, if hey, it says 33, even if we get into an argument, I'll still pay because I've never seen it anywhere else. Haven't even tried it. I'm gonna try it now, but they only had one, and the guy's like, "Yeah, that is a good deal." And unfortunately, they're probably just clearing out the one they had or something. But um,
Speaking of that, you still I still have the other one I haven't cracked yet. The one that I got from the garage sale.
ooh, that's that's got the signature scotchy taste of Dewar's, but with a little more smoothness. So um, yeah, I'm impressed. I mean,
A good one.
I'm only gonna have this one, and then I'll crack the regular one because
But
how we
but
do.
so a good buy.
Mm. Oh, it's like at $33. I mean, that's all a fella needs to drink. Um, since we're on the topic of Tony, our friend Tony, he gave me this weekend. Saw him on the boat, and
Oh, you finally got the boats out on the water.
we were out twice. Andrea and I got out twice, Saturday and then yesterday, Monday. We did. We cleaned all the seats. Like I'm not talking about just cleaning. We went deep clean because there's some of those little dark spots, like probably mold. Um, and we went through the whole boat. Andrea did so much of the work, more than me, and she got the cleaner that we needed, and we spent a couple hours doing that. But yeah, luckily enough, we hooked up with Tony and Mo after. But Tony dropped this off to me, and I'm like, "Where'd you get that?" And what it is it's a sampler, like a small sample of like 6 different scotches that they pour in for you,
Oh wow.
or not scotches, whiskeys. So there's a Japanese whiskey. They have this
So
Spanish style.
it's a mail-in thing. So you
Well,
get
no,
a
there it's a
subscription
I didn't
to it.
even I consider myself fairly plugged in, guy from Edmonton, and this place isn't even that far from my house. It's an actual place.
What's it called?
It's called Whiskey Drop. Um, it's on let's see, 142nd Street and 117th Ave.
That's not far
Um,
from you at
no,
all.
it says Canada's whiskey experts, and this sampler has straight bourbon, Buzzard's Roost, Brave New Spirits, Whiskey Heroes. That's a Rise of a Ard Frog, single malt, 10-year-old Tullibardine, single cask Scotch whiskey, Equipo Navajos, Spanish malt whiskey, single malt, Kaio, 7-year-old Mizunara Oak, Japanese whiskey, and then Macbeth, First Murderer, 18-year-old Isle of Mull, single malt Scotch whiskey. So, and then they have like a
I know
tasting
exactly
kit.
where that is.
There's like a tasting kit. And so anyway, I was like, holy cow, that's I mean, he just gave it to me. And I'm like, yeah, I've been meaning to give it to you for months, but I always forget. So I'm definitely gonna check that place out after I try this stuff. But for a fellow like me, that's a hell of a gift.
Yeah, I wish I had friends like that.
You have a we have a mutual friend of the podcast that, courtesy of him, you have like a whole bottle, which is like
Oh,
5
it's not
times all that.
but it's not quite the whole bottle anymore. Um,
Oh, you got after it a bit.
well, we had some at your
Oh,
house,
yeah,
and
we
then a
did, we
few of
did.
us did. But yeah, I've got about that much left.
That's classic. It's all the good all the good whiskey in my cabinet, there's like a heel left.
Oh yeah, no, mine's just higher than a heel.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we still have to get together long enough for me to crack my 15 McClellan.
No, it's,
Um,
Macallan.
McAllen. I was close
Yeah, that will be awesome. I love that stuff.
because
And
we actually haven't physically got together outside of a bar because you can't take outside booze into a bar. Um,
yeah, like at my house or someone's house or whatever.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, that's a long time. Excuse me.
we haven't since the spring.
That's crazy. But, yeah,
But
well,
you finally
well,
got on the water though.
yeah, and yeah, both times were awesome. Yesterday was great because I mean we got so much done. My boat looks brand new. Like I got to clean the floor a little bit, but the seats are amazing. They're just gleaming, and they looked a little just like it's the
A little
air and you
dinky-ish,
got
yeah.
dust, yeah, and the dust gets in, and but holy cow, yeah, no, and it was nice just to get out and be outside, especially with all the rain, and actually have some time to do it. So pretty happy that we got to, and yeah, ready to get out there. I mean, Kieran and I went last week too on Thursday. We just went fishing and talking, and that was fun too. But she's gleaming and ready to go, man. I'm going to be out a lot more this month.
Yeah, dude, we're already in August, man, and you just got on basically this weekend.
Yeah, like I got my first sunburn uh like the end of July, and I usually get my first sunburn in like May. So that shows you how much it's been raining.
Yes, and how busy we've been.
Yeah, but yeah, that was actually that was pretty much my weekend. And then um, Friday, Johnny and I went to that show at Double Dragon, and we went to Food's Repair Shop, that restaurant.
What's Double Dragon?
You remember where Vinyl used to be on 105th and Jasper, like across the street from uh,
Oh,
up 1905? They have the
yeah,
live music
okay.
joint and all that. Um, it's now like one half is like a Chinese outfit called Food's Repair Shop, and the food is fantastic. And the other side is just like a concert venue straight up. Um, and we saw a band called Honey Bear. Like they sold out 2 nights. And they were pretty good. I left early. Totally. If you and Johnny were there, you'd be like, Mooney took off again.
Uh, yeah, but if you talk to Johnny, I may have taken off during
Yeah, David Lee
David
Roth.
Lee Roth.
I I saw the first set and it was okay. Um, they have a little bar in the back, and there's like a couple little like bar tables on either side, but otherwise it's just a concrete room, and you're standing the whole time. And the music was okay, but it wasn't good enough that I'm like, I'm all in. I'm gonna stay or whatever. And we probably would have gone out and had a few after too, but yeah, just what I wasn't into it, so I left at their set break.
So this place you're talking about is right next to that Mr. Barber down there, like
It's
Papa
right.
John.
It's right next door to Rocky Mountain Ice
Right.
Wine
Okay, so it's
House.
right in between. Okay, I know where that is.
Yeah, and they just rebranded really, and now they're totally like if you want to go like it used to be when it was vinyl, and then whatever it was before that or after that, you'd come in the one way and then just go through the side, and all the the bands are in the back. Here, you go to the Foods Repair Shop, and if you have tickets to a show, you don't cut through. You got to walk around to the back alley, and they let you in that way. Um,
Oh,
so that's kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. Like
well, that's cool.
the live venue is called Double Dragon, and I'm not going to go there unless it's a band I really want to see it from now on, just based on my experience. That's just me. You know what? Like
Yeah.
if you like live music, check it out, see for yourself.
I'm a fan of live music, and to be honest, Edmonton has a ton of great live music venues. So
Yep.
they have so many, and there's great and there's good ones, and then there's some that you think are a shithole that still put on a great show, have good sound,
Yeah,
and
on any given night, if you're looking for live music, you'll be able to find it.
you
Like
should be able to find it in Edmonton.
they've had
If
some
not,
great
you're
acts.
looking in the wrong places.
They've had some great acts come through the commercial. I get emails from them all the time, Blues on White. Um, and don't sleep on Midway. I mean, that's owned by Live Nation. And you'd be surprised at some acts that go through there. Like I saw Spoon there. I saw
I've
Mike.
stripped at Midway.
Yeah, I saw Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs there from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Um, uh, yeah, like there's some really good things, and all you got to do is look a little bit. You might
Yeah,
be surprised. The
and
casinos too.
and for those of you that don't know where the Midway is, it used to be. I want to say it was the Ranch.
Yeah, maybe. I think it was. And it was Barry T's for those old timers way back, and it's on Calgary Trail in about 62nd Ave is my guess. Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't the Ranch. I can't think of what it was
I
called.
think it was actually, but that was the place where the guy froze to death.
Yeah, I was trying to think. Yeah, and and the funny thing is it's not funny, but when I did my pro serve, they
Yeah, you talked
alluded
about the
they alluded to if you as a staff member don't make sure that someone gets into a vehicle and something like that happens, the bar could be liable.
yep.
But yeah, what a crazy week. So you did all of that, and I want to it's I'm going to get a little serious here for a minute. Um we talked about this last podcast, or you brought it up. Uh young Parker in Calgary
Oh
that
yeah,
went missing. They found his body
yeah,
in a culvert.
yeah, yeah. It's a sad story, and God bless his family, and you know, uh,
But the thing is he got out of a day home. Like that day home is probably going to get shut down, if not already
yeah.
shut down.
That's a tough one. I don't know any of the facts about the day home, but
No,
I mean,
but
I
yeah,
think that's your number one priority is the safety
yeah.
of the people like that you're trusted to care for. So yeah,
And like what I heard is they didn't notice he was gone for at least an hour.
that's yeah. I you know what? You
But
hate to point fingers.
that's what I heard.
Yeah,
But there's someone has to be blamed for it. Like you can't blame the kid. He was special needs for one, and two, he was there to be looked after. And
understood. I yeah. I don't know enough to be any position to either defend or vilify the people running that place,
no,
but at the end of the day, the buck stops somewhere, and
because if
you
it
know.
was one of your kids in a day home that disappeared,
Oh yeah, I'd be lit. Yeah, obviously.
heads would
God
roll.
forbid. God forbid. But
But
it's funny that you mentioned that though, because you think about that for a minute, and bad stuff happens like all the time. And then you know how much legislation happens because something bad happens. Somebody does something stupid and they go, "Oh, we got to stop this." Like there's lights at every intersection, or there's
yeah,
every time like a politician steps up and goes, "Oh, we got to fix this," and they want to come in on their white horse. Sometimes bad shit fucking just happens. It is what it is. And and I get it. It's like human nature. It's like a reflex to want to, you know, mitigate it. Like we can't save that kid, but let's do something to prevent it. And then all of a sudden people are restricted or some guy loses his business or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, think about that from a different perspective. Like, um, and I don't want to make this a broad discussion, but like they've been talking about sentencing in Canada and parole and stuff like that. And you hear about a guy who commits a crime like physical assault, battery, sexual assault, you name it, and they don't even go to jail. Like they get parole and then or they get early release or they get conditional sentence, and then literally a week later they're back in before the courts. So it's kind of like, well, wait a minute, what about that victim? You want to do something, you want to make an impact, you want to like the human nature to prevent something bad from happening again, and instead you pretend like it's like you put it under the rug. Come on, man. Like anyway, just an observation.
Yeah, but either way you look at it, it's a very sad situation.
Yeah, God bless that
Such a
young
young
fella and
kid,
his family. Yeah,
such a young kid, and
yeah, and he went,
it's
he went, he went. It wasn't just he was in a culvert. I mean, from what I read, there's like networks of those. You get
yeah,
into those
he did like
and
it
it's very
started
good.
like they start bigger, and
Yeah,
then yeah, and they
like the
found him,
storm sewer systems and shit like
and they
that.
found
And
him in
yeah,
one that he basically was held in until
yeah,
yeah.
terrible, terrible story. And I hope, yeah, I hope his family. I just hope for the best for them, and God bless him. Like not much you can say.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know what else to say with that one.
No.
Uh, where do we want to go now? I got a couple different things, but I've been kind of leading the way.
We barely prepped. Like if anybody wants to watch on Rumble, like us talking, like that was like a minute. Normally we talk for like 10 minutes before we go live. Um, so I'm like, I guess I got a picture of what you've been up to since we haven't talked. I thought,
Yeah, like it, but yeah, like been working and uh dealing with that baseball event that we have coming to the community uh all-star slow pitch that we have coming up in it's not even 2 weeks away, man.
11 days, 11 days.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, August 15th, we are it's a Saturday. We're at uh, what's it called?
Remax Field, I think.
Remax Field.
The beautiful ballpark, the diamond in the River Valley of Edmonton.
That has
No pun
changed
intended.
names so many times. It was
Yeah,
Telus Field.
John
Uh,
Ducey Park. I remember going to Trappers games there. But like at one point it was voted the best minor league ballpark in minor league baseball back in the day when we had that AAA club when it was newer. Because yeah, we it's a real gift that we have it, and you know what? By the way, I think I mentioned
it's
the
a
last
beautiful
podcast.
field. If you haven't
Yeah,
been there,
the Edmonton Riverhawks broke another attendance record, so at least Edmontonians are enjoying it because they should. It's a lovely venue and it's a great place to watch a ball game. I mean, the aesthetics are fantastic.
yes. And if you want tickets, you can contact us or even email or text one of us, and we can send you the link where you can buy them. I know I've had a few people reach out and want to buy them because it is for a number of really good charities. So all the money from the tickets uh, or proceeds. I don't know how they're doing it, but
It's
it's
all
helping
for
out.
charity.
It's all for charity. It's all helping them out. So uh, get involved, and it's more than just a
And and
baseball
and the
game.
and the Chris Mooney celebrity appearance fee.
Um, by the way, you're not making an appearance, so people
I
aren't actually going to be seeing you. They're just
I'm
going to be hearing.
yeah,
It's
I
going to be
thank
like
God.
you're on the radio.
Yeah,
Like,
thank God.
like, like I actually have like I've had a few people reach out. Like, we're not actually going to see Mooney. No, no, you're just going to hear him.
Yeah,
Um,
sold.
I'm in. Um,
Yeah, but
and
this
by
is
the way, that
this
was
is the
all your
ticket.
friends. Um,
Um, it's the Community All Star Slow Pitch Challenge, and yeah, it is Remax Field, 109, 102, 3396 Ave, Saturday, August 15th. I think game time's one, yeah, one,
it
but
says
the
1 o'clock, and the game
doors
goes
open.
from 1 to like 3:30 ish.
Yeah, and the doors open at noon. You can get a snack and just get a good look and experience the ballpark too before.
And if you have kids, there's like a little carnival kind of thing, a little a
Yeah,
bunch of
it's very, very
kids
kid
activities.
forward. Very kid forward. It's a great opportunity to spend a summer day with the family at the ballpark.
And if you're looking for a different way of Mooney and I messing with each other in a PG-ish kind of way, with the it's gonna happen.
Well, I think you're gonna have a pretty big target on your back anyway, so I'll
Yeah,
probably
I'm
just sit
pretty
there.
sure. Like
I can just
I'm
sit
gonna
there and
be.
enjoy other people coming after you
Oh
just on the
yeah,
sidelines, little
I'm,
play-by-play.
I'm the umpire that I have to make rulings on things, and I know jack about the rules of
And
baseball.
we got the one-eyed midget behind the plate.
But it's also a show. Like there's gonna be a bunch of it's just an all round fun event. If you want to go out, have a good time outside of the ballpark, and help some great causes. Again, that's August 15th, 11 days away.
Yeah, we're literally a week and a half away. You can bring the kids onto the field after, um,
Yes, and like they're gonna have like hula hoops
run the bases,
and remote
check
control
it out.
car things that you can ride in, um, for kids, not adults. Because you wanted me to get in one of those things and drive me around, but we're not quite sure if it's gonna be able to withstand my weight.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't. I'll pull it.
You'll pull it. Just put me in a red wagon. Um, Speaking of that, has your woman stolen your drink yet?
Yeah, actually, that happened while I was talking about being on the boat. She, I might have to get a little more of the 12-year-old, just because,
Because she helped herself,
which is fine.
rightfully so. Like
Like 33 bucks for like a 12 year, and it's like one of my favorite brands. So I'm probably gonna look for it. Um,
yeah,
it's just
like
the right kind of scotch too, not too peaty. So
yeah. But
so you had the long weekend, and what day did you go to Jasper?
so we went Sunday early.
Oh, okay.
So we went Sunday early, like we left like just after 8 and came back like we were basically gone 12 hours. We spent most of the time driving.
I yeah.
But we did have two dogs and we couldn't find a hotel because we planned it last minute. By the way, if you're planning on going to Jasper, don't do it last minute on a long weekend.
You could probably stay at Edson or Hinton or something, but
They were
but
also the Hinton was there was nothing there either.
once you're that far back east, you might as well go all the way home.
Yeah. Like Hinton is only like an hour ish, hour and a half.
Yep.
But yeah, but it was good. Like I haven't been to Jasper. And for those who can't hear, Mooney is blowing his nose. I am play by play. I'm practicing for the for the baseball game.
Hang
Um,
on a minute. Did you say you haven't been to Jasper like ever or haven't been
no,
in a
no,
while?
I in a while,
Okay.
like quite a while. Like I've been there a couple of times. Once through, actually twice through the radio station. Back when the radio station they used to do Jasper in January,
Yep.
which was a huge
I'm
thing,
aware.
and they used to get the press out there, like the media out, and they tell you like because they have skiing, and then they had like nature walks where you'd walk on the glaciers and stuff like that in January,
Yep.
and I miss that stuff, and
Did you guys
it's
make it out to the lodge? Jasper Park Lodge?
no, we drove around, but we were at one point we were trying to find something to eat, and they don't have drive through anywhere in Jasper because you have to. So it was the midget jump out of the car, go get food, jump back in. Um, Midget jump out of the car, go get beer, jump back in. Um,
You know what? So, like there are some good saloons in Jasper too. Um like
but by the way, you were talking that you don't like tap houses. Um, but like especially the one like for Jasper Brewing is a brew pub. Like
Oh, I know, I've been there. I know what
it's
you're talking about. That's
it's
different. It's
it's
very much
beautiful.
a
Like
restaurant.
it's a log cabin kind of thing. You do have like picnic table kind of thing, but they're like
It's a restaurant.
it's
It's
a
a restaurant.
restaurant, it's a
Yeah.
pub, and
Like, in fact, if
They
you go
sell
in
as
there,
much off sales as they do
yeah,
behind the bar.
if you go in there, you feel like you're at a restaurant. You don't feel like you're at a
Yeah,
tavern. That's different. I don't even know if
and
they brew there.
they're busy. Like
Mhm.
holy smokes! Like
You
they
didn't
have
go to
so
Dead
much
Dog,
staff.
you didn't go to Dead Dog or Whistle Stop or any of those other great joints in Jasper, like where you get a drink. You have to be.
Uh, Again, we couldn't find parking to do anything,
Oh,
so we did everything. You know, one person jump out, the other one sits in the car.
wow. Maybe next time plan a little bit ahead.
Thanks, tips. Even though I just said that about 5 minutes ago, saying if you're planning on going to Jasper, don't plan the week before on a long weekend.
What was it that you were talking about before that you wanted to say that you didn't put it in the prep?
Oh, I'm saving that for a minute.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Because there's someone on this podcast that has a birthday coming up soon, and I have a birthday topic to bring up.
Oh, okay. Um, all right. Like, I speaking of that, I am not that guy when it comes to birthdays. And yes, my birthday is coming up. We don't need to talk about it, when or where. And I could be 30 years younger and I was still the same guy. It has nothing to do with my age. I don't age is a state of mind. I don't give a shit about that. But I always thought it was kind of classless to celebrate your own birthday because like I think I might have talked about this like in one of our 56 prior episodes, but like I have buddies and hey, listen, like fair fucks to them. You do what you want, you live your life. If you're my friend, I love you, I don't care. But um every year a guy goes, hey, come out on Saturday, it's my birthday. And like you're buying that guy drinks, like everybody is.
We're not mentioning any names, but Bayrak.
I
Isn't
have
it's isn't Bayrak like usually if he's celebrating his birthday for like a week, like
no, 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 he
he's got
doesn't.
events. Oh, we're doing this for oh, if not,
Mm-mm.
you know,
No,
you're not invited to all of it.
friend of the podcast, Mike Bayrock is not like that. He just likes to celebrate anything, and
Anything and everything.
if it's his birthday, all the more reason. And God love him, fair fucks to him. Like I said, just not my style. Um, but Andrea was asking me about what I want to do, and I'm like, I don't plan my own thing. And usually we're away. Usually we're in Vegas this time of year for my birthday.
Yeah,
But
and actually, you were planning on it,
we had
but
the
then
baseball
the
thing.
baseball thing came up,
Sure.
and
And we'll go in September instead, and Sammy Hagar's playing, so whatever. But anyway, yeah, something will be in the offing, like because my birthday's on a couple days before the baseball thing, and I think there's a Friday in between, and that Friday we'll probably do the Sherbrooke thing or whatever, and like luckily for anybody who comes, there'll be karaoke so they can hear me sing, and it'll just be a good night to be had by all.
for those that are coming, uh, earplugs are
Yeah, yeah.
available. Or
You should
just
get a
if
bunch and hand them out.
I'm buying a crate. Like I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna have a backpack full of earplugs.
That would be awesome, man. That would be so awesome.
Just give out earplugs to everybody. Um,
Mhm.
so this is not on the prep. This isn't what I wanted to talk about. Actually, let's talk about my birthday topic.
Okay.
Okay, so if you knew that you were gonna die before your next birthday, which someone might, I've got till next week. If you knew you were gonna die before your next birthday, what would be the one thing that you would want to do?
The one thing I'd wanna do,
Yes,
um,
do or experience.
like, you first of all, I hate this cryptic or is it cryptic? Whatever. I hate
No, it
this
really
kind of
isn't.
talk. Dark, like,
Okay, dark. It is dark.
it's kinda like I wouldn't wanna know any of that stuff, like, I mean, if
No,
I
but
I get your point. It's kinda like the desert island thing, whatever. Um, but
um
yeah, I would go to Vegas, but that entails a bunch of other stuff. Like how granular are you getting with the one thing? Like
okay, because it got me thinking. Because my dad's birthday would have been like a few weeks ago, and when he found out that he he was leaving
Yeah.
um
To the original Jim.
to the original Jimmy.
Yeah.
He was Jimmy before he was Jim.
Okay.
But why I'm saying that, because when the doctor said, "What's the one thing that you would want to do or happen before um your days were numbered and ended, what would be the one thing you wanted?" And he said, "I want an old age." He wanted his one old age pension check, because he wasn't 65 yet, so he didn't get OAS. So and I still have time to kill you, and before your birthday is good. Sorry, I threaten your life all the time. I could do it leading up to your birthday.
I
Damn.
was like, I was worried that you're gonna say something worse, like, well, like, because before your birthday, one of us is gonna. And I'm like, oh, don't tell me you're ill, like,
No,
like,
I was just plotting your demise.
no, yeah, like, see, that's the thing is like, what's the one thing you'd want to do? And I'm like, oh well, uh, like visit all the continents. Like that's a little too general. Like even me going like go to Vegas. That's a little too. There's a lot of things that you could do while doing that. I'm a pretty simple man, but that would be, yeah, I wouldn't have too much. How about you? There must be a reason why you asked. Well, I know with your pop, but so he didn't get his old age security. Like, don't they pay the wife a lump sum or something, or do you have to be?
I don't know how. Like, I know she got some, but then like
Yeah, it's fuck
only
all.
like a 10% kind of thing.
You know what? Like honestly, if you had like people have calculated this, and I know that I'm being conservative with this number, but if you want to talk about CPP contributions in Canada, so like let's assume, and let we'll even say that you're a university graduate or whatever, and like from the age of, or let's say like most people start working when they're like 18, so from the age of 18 to the age of 65, that you work, and what we're saying average all the way across the board, so like completely average, like um, the mean income every year of your life from 18 to 65, and you took the number that you contributed every month to CPP, and I think the employer contributes a little bit too, and you
I believe so. Yeah.
yeah, and you put that into an index fund like a S&P 500 index fund like Vanguard or whatever, you would be sitting on over $1 million, like 1.5 million or something, and at today's numbers, like or whenever I read this, which wasn't long ago, and I think it was definitely over 1.5 million, and that's just privately managed. You don't do anything. You just add on every week or every 2 weeks or whatever, every month. With old age, I think the maximum you could take out for CPP is like $1,200. Like that's the maximum. And my dad said to me once, when he turned around that age, he said, "Well, I could get a hell of a lot more from CPP if I was like living in a trailer by myself, or your mom and I were, and we had no money. Like, like you'd get more, but other than that, like it's just, oh my god, you know, if every year that you did your income taxes, if the government said you no longer have to contribute to CPP, or like if you can qualify that you've invested in a like a fund of any sort. But they don't do that, because it's not about you. The CBP is not about you. It's about
Yeah.
general revenue, and they spend
So
it elsewhere.
so
Next time you see a rocket flying out of Ukraine, you know, give a tip of the cap to the old CPP motherfuckers.
but with CPP, you can start collecting as early as age 60, but old age security in Canada is 65 is the earliest you can.
I got there's more of my drink is being got right now.
Why doesn't she just pour her own?
Between the two of us, we're gonna kill this 12-year-old by the end of the cast.
like why don't you just pour her one?
Yeah, why don't you go get a glass? I need
Pour
more
her
ice.
one. Like
Anyways,
like
What's mine is yours, baby.
lucky me. Like everything.
uh okay, now that we're
Anyway,
done being
yeah,
dark, um
that's not that dark. Like it's kind of exciting. What would you do? Like like you have 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to live. Okay. What are you doing? Like we have one wish, and yeah, it can't be like it has to be something that okay. Um, one wish, 2 weeks, as many as half the days of those 2 weeks. So you have a week. What are you
I don't know
doing?
if I could do what I would want to do in a week.
Find
Uh,
and meet a guy that you really have feelings for, and buy a house together, live your true life, be your true self, or whatever.
have sex that I don't have to pay for. Um,
Oh, excuse me.
but that's totally
No,
different
like
conversation. Um,
yeah, my Vegas thing too would have parameters. Like you'd have to come, Johnny'd have to come. There'd have to be like probably a jet involved, private or something, charter. Um. Anyway, what's your thing? Non-sexual.
non-sexual, non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
So getting non-porn related. I don't know. Like that's I'm I'm not a materialistic guy. I'm not really close
Yeah,
with
me neither.
like I think I'd have to what I would want to do is make sure I made amends with everyone in my life. That like if okay, again, getting a little like heavy, but it's just making sure that everybody that I care about knows that I care. I'm not big on saying I love you. I'm not big on hugging. I'm not big on stuff like that. But I would want to make sure that everyone that I truly care about knows that I truly care.
Oh, because like when you said amends, I'm like, well, you only have a week, and it would take 3 days for amends with me.
You're not important, Johnny, Rubes, um, Andrea.
Yeah, the kids, Bayrak.
Yes, like you don't. You're not on the list.
You said
You're
amends though, so I don't
no,
know.
just making no, but amends, but also making sure that people that I care about know that I actually say it. Like I'm not
Yep,
big on saying I love you. I'm not big on hugs. I'm not big on you know telling feelings,
yep.
like true feelings.
Well,
And I
let me
want,
ask you this then. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
but that's one thing I would want to make sure that people knew.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. If you knew that time was short and you only had a limited amount of time,
Time is short always with me. I'm a midget.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, well played.
yeah. Time is limited.
Yeah. Um, and it's something that you knew that if you only had so much time left, that's the one thing you'd want to do. You don't want to, go to the Eiffel Tower, go to Rome, go to whatever, like fucking Comic Con, Star Wars Con. You would do that. Well, the good news for you, buddy, is you can start doing that now. And I'm looking forward to my next hug and like
Uh,
heartfelt I love you.
but
Life is
but if,
short,
but if
buddy.
but if
Life is
but
fucking short.
but I said people I cared about. Like
Yeah, it's pretty presumptuous of
okay,
me to
okay,
think.
just so you know, Mooney, I've had more hugs from you than I have from 95% of the people that I know,
It's not the same if
including
it's
my
not.
including my mother, including my family.
It
like
feels a little bit better when the guy hugs you back though, and I
Yeah,
know
I
with the
know. I
arms
would
or whatever.
never.
I know.
You usually you try and hug me, and I try and punch you in the face. But
Well, like I said, life's short, buddy. Might as well get after it now. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
okay.
I got a birthday coming up.
Oh, oh, you're getting something special for your birthday.
Ooh.
Um, but on a different note, let's change subjects a little bit. I got this notice in my mailbox. It's a construction notice. Did you get the same thing?
No, I don't live by you. What does it say? Like, just read the headline.
Just it. This is my favorite part. It's the summer of 2026. They are doing construction because we need more bike lanes.
Oh, for
This is
fuck's sakes.
actually really. This is actually like an exact. I'll read it to you. Construction is starting along 163th Street from Stony Plain Road to 107th Avenue to install two-way protected bike lanes on 163th Street and 100 all the way to 107th Avenue. Why do we need more freaking bike lanes?
When
We
is
have
that
more.
dated?
This says summer of 2026. It was
What's
sitting
the
in my
date?
mailbox for a couple weeks.
Okay,
Um,
so like,
so I probably got it back in July.
yeah, okay. You know what's interesting about that is like we have an activist city council. Okay, so like so you understand what I'm saying. Activist means they're there to accomplish a goal. And what that also means is they're not there to listen to you. They're there to put into effect the goals that they have personally, or whether or not they're supported by this group or that group or whatever. But it's not we care about you and we want to know what you think and we want to do what you want us to do, which is what democracy is supposed to be. They're activists, it's the opposite. So this whole bike lane thing, especially if you want to think politically, like I remember reading a couple 3 weeks ago where the government of Alberta, okay, our provincial government is seeking feedback from Albertans about specifically about bike lanes, meaning that like there might be like the government of Alberta is looking into clipping the wings of municipalities, much like they did with photo radar, when it comes to bike lanes. So in light of that, you have the city of Edmonton literally fucking doubling down, going like, "Oh no,
On bike
full
lane,
steam ahead, motherfuckers! We
everything is bike lanes. Like
we don't care what you want us to do. We are going full steam ahead." And guess what? They're gonna do the construction, which is it's gonna take like 10 guys to do the job of one, all the way down from whatever Ave to whatever Ave. It's
but
gonna
for the
take like
next
all
year and a
summer.
half.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be union jobs, and oh, that's just fucking fantastic. Then they're going to put up barriers and all these things that have to be deconstructed once the government of Alberta tells them to fuck off. And, I mean, like it's just man, it's like I don't even like a massive circle jerk. Uh, and I don't want to see it, but
But
because
the
it's my
thing
money, they're all playing with, right? Our money.
But the thing is, though, is um, our current mayor. For those of you who don't live in Edmonton or who don't follow Andrew Knack, he's the one who started all this uh, bike lane bullshit.
He's an
Like,
activist. Like this
like,
guy
like
is. Oh
he
yeah.
he. When I was on the radio. And we were talking, and Lachlan Cross, and like the three of us were talking about how stupid the bike lanes are and how only a few people are into it. But he made it out like everybody had bikes in the winter, um, and so like he's the bike lane.
15-minute city. Like
Yeah,
we're gonna
he's
live in a
all about.
socialist utopia, and everybody's gonna benefit, and like the BLM, like whatever you name it. This guy's on the vanguard of this,
I'm kind of
and
with you on this because the whole bike lane crap.
that's all
Because
activism. It's not It's not representation by population. It's total activism.
And the thing is the bike lanes, they have their own department for for street for
Oh,
like
sure
bike
they
lane
do. It's
cleaning.
more
But
union
like,
jobs.
but to think about this, the bike lanes, city bike lanes are cleared before the city sidewalks. The bike lanes are cleared before the city streets. Like if it's
Thank God.
nuts.
Thank God, because especially downtown, like the 5 guys an hour that fucking use them. Like I want to make sure they're safe before the hundreds of thousands of people that actually have to get to work every day.
That
So I'm
drive,
glad.
that
I'm
drive,
glad. I'm
or
glad
even
that
walk.
I'm glad that we're making their well being our priority. That sounds as democratic as can be.
And by the way, I've been told that on the sidewalks, pedestrians have to yield to bikes,
Oh
even
my!
though they're supposed to ride on the freaking road or on bike lanes.
You know how
E-
fucked. How is that? This is like the biggest example ever of hypocrisy. Because like anybody who's driven for any amount of time, you got that guy with his helmet, and his bike, and maybe a flag. Excuse me, and he, he's
Flag.
he's he's all in on the bike riding, this guy, and you're driving down the lane, you're trying to get to work or get wherever you want to go, and he's not even at the curb. This guy riding his bike, he's right in the middle, because like he's a vehicle too, motherfuckers, and he's got his hand up when he wants to turn or he's going. He doesn't. He actually takes pride in fucking up your day. And 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 despite the laws of physics that say if I just tap the gas a little more, that guy's a speed mark, um, a road rash or whatever you want to call it. Um, he has the right of way. Now, despite the laws of physics, wherein I'm bigger than him and I got a lot more tonnage than him, but everybody gets to wait till he does what he needs to do, and this guy gets a little bit of a fucking kick out of it, and whatever, okay. But then okay, if that's the case and we're protecting what you might perceive to be the vulnerable or the somebody whose well-being we're looking out for and making sure that's safe for them, then how is it that this same motherfucker can take his bike and run you over at when you're trying to cross the street? Like that's the most ironic thing ever.
Never mind across the street, walking across the frickin' sidewalk.
Yeah,
Like I have them dinging their dinging their bells, going, "Get out of the way! I have the right of way." And I'm like, "I'm fucking walking here, bitch!" Like,
that happened to me one time. It was like around lunchtime and I was going back
sorry,
to my office,
bad language.
and there was a guy, he had a Tilly hat on underneath his helmet. And he was like a proud cyclist, and there's like literally a shared, like I'm talking like a 6 foot wide sidewalk right beside him on Kingsway Avenue, and this fucking guy is riding in the middle of the road or just a little bit towards the sidewalk side. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Like I listen, I don't want any problems. I'm gonna follow the laws. But let's just say that if I'm going to pass this guy, I'm going to give him a little chin music.
But
Chin music means you're not going to hit him, but he's going to be well aware of your mirror because it's like within an inch of his face. And I have no like I'm an okay driver. I can do that. So I did that. My office is about 2 blocks from where this incident happened, and I roll into my parking lot, and this guy followed me and was into my parking lot. Do you realize that you almost killed me? You almost killed me. He takes his helmet off. He's wearing this fucking Tilly hat, this dude. And he's like, oh, I could have been dead. I bet you would have been happy. And I'm like, who are you? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, are you okay? Like, I'm not responsible for your fear. Okay, like you're riding your bike on the road. I'm driving by. That's all that happened. Are you okay? Are you making a claim? Did anything happen to you? Get the fuck off my property. I'm not responsible for your fear. Okay, so like keep your elbows in this on this one, pal. And we talked for a little bit, and the funny thing is like it was around lunchtime. I went into my office, and but as soon as I got into the office, like the blinds were kind of drawn, but I rolled them a little bit just so I could watch my truck. because I didn't want to see the keys come out or anything. I just told the guy, like, kindly get the fuck off my property. Nothing happened to you. You're okay. But it was like his little bubble of serenity provided by city bylaws was like somewhat, inhibited because my mirror got a little too close to his chin. And I say, good for you, motherfucker. You would have been fine if you're on the sidewalk. This is a fight that you're looking
No,
for,
but the
and
thing
I'll
is,
I'll
the
take it.
thing
I'll
is
take it
though
all
is
day.
as far as I'm concerned, the bikes should be on the fucking road. They because when I was taught
I
riding a
don't I
bike,
don't disagree with
no,
you.
okay, they should be on the side of the road,
I
like
don't
not in the
disagree with
middle,
you.
like
On the
on the
side,
sidewalk. Like,
absolutely.
but if they're on the sidewalk, like pedestrians, we have to yield to them.
Yeah,
My
that's that's
ass.
that's that's fucked up.
That's
And that that's
like
that's
a
that's what that's
sidewalk is a
utter
sidewalk. It's not a
complete and
side
utter
bike.
hypocrisy. But you know what here's where, and listen, I ride a bike. I just got my bike back from Kieran after like a year, and I ride a bike, but I'm like respectful of pedestrians and vehicles. Like I'm not going to hit the crosswalk button if it's clear. I'm not going to delay anybody. I'm certainly not going to change a light because I need to cross the street. I'm not a priority. I'm part of a community. I'm going to think about others before I do my own thing. And yeah, like that, it's just hypocrisy that pedestrians like, and what we're talking about is kind of the same thing, that shared pathway. Okay, so like I said, this guy that was like, oh, you almost I could have died, and I didn't even touch the guy, right? But that guy, he was riding on the road, okay, right beside a shared pathway. And what happens with the shared pathway is that, like, yeah, the bikes and the pedestrians share it. But if you're riding a bike, like, and I mean, think about it. Some guy's walking, and he's on the right side, and the cyclist is riding his bike, and he's on the right side. He's got a bell; he can ring it, and like, but like from what you're telling me, this guy can run you over, and it'd be your fault.
Yeah, or
Because like a
bump
lot of
me
that
or
shit,
whatever.
a lot of what would happen under, like, 'cause like I said, I ride a bike, and um, respectfully, okay, not with any sense of entitlement, and um, I a lot of the areas where shit can happen is if a guy's walking, and a guy's coming up behind, and the guy who's walking doesn't know, or maybe he moves, and so you got to let him know you're there. Or more importantly, a guy's coming towards you and a guy's walking, like, you better brake behind the guy who's walking if you get jammed, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the any idea that the poor bastard who's just like walking, who should be totally supported and protected, in my opinion, uh, can get trundled over by some cocksucker on a bicycle, like, it's a mind blower to me. And it's like, yeah, like that clown that comes up to me in my parking lot. You could have killed me. I bet you would have been happy. I'm like, yeah, I would have. Get the fuck off my property. Fuck you.
you know
Like,
dealing with that and the bikes and stuff like that, and especially with your take on it. uh I want to tell a story. Okay, so there was a time where I was at Westmount Mall, and I was crossing the parking lot going to Boston Pizza, and this big ass black truck
it's
swerved
blue.
at me,
It's blue.
or blue, whatever. It's a dark truck, swerved at me. I peed a little until I saw the face, and that is you. So I don't know if I necessarily, believe your version of this story,
I'm,
because I was walking.
we're
Like,
buddies. That was it. Like, I thought that I honestly, you saw me coming long enough away. I honestly thought you'd give me the finger. We'd both laugh, and I would meet you at the restaurant. Instead, you looked up and fucking
like,
jumped out of the way. That was
like
hilarious. I couldn't stop
it,
laughing.
it
We were
was
walking to the restaurant. I see you, like, after I park, and I couldn't stop laughing. You're like, "Oh my, you almost." That was
like
awesome.
that was like the biggest dick move of anything I've ever seen
It's
in my
like,
life.
there was no cars around at all. That was
There
like
was
maximum
nothing. You
overdrive.
were like
I was
like I
going
was
right.
I was aiming, like I was crossing the freaking parking lot, and some asshole in a blue truck and an
fucking
Oilers
right,
hat.
like totally diagonally, not in any lane, right at you. That was, I thought, like I said, I thought you'd laugh and give me the finger. Like that's what I was going for. But
You know how many
to
times
see the
people have
terror in your eyes,
accidentally almost like
that was such a bonus. That made my weekend. And that was only Friday. Like, oh my God.
that was probably your highlight of 2026
So far, motherfucker.
until you actually hit me.
Like that fear, that no, no, man. Like you don't want the party to end. I'll never hit you. I will.
You are a horrible human being.
Uh, I've known that for
Stop
as long as I've known him.
podcasting me.
He goes, he's known that for as long as he's known me. She can't hear you.
God.
Thank God. Yeah,
I'm
like
taking away your whiskey as penance.
I'll drink from the bottle.
You need to keep extra glasses at your desk.
At my workstation. No, I'll tell you, there's no way. Hey, Andrea, can you come here for a sec? Sorry. Um,
Calling Karen?
no, he's calling you. Me.
Hello? Okay, how's it going?
Sorry about that. No, I would never execute. So you can have faith in that. So next time I'm lucky enough to be in a situation like that, and you think I'm gonna run you over, just know, please know this. And anyone who's listening as my witnesses, I would never ever want to run you over because, well, we got this podcast. We're kind of friends. But more importantly, I would be robbing myself of the opportunity to see that fear in your eyes. Like again and
It
again
was
and again.
like I honestly, until I saw your face, and I'm like, my blood, like my blood was like solid, like it was like I was like, fuck, I just about died there,
It was
and
that awesome, folks.
and then and you're laughing and laughing, and I'm like,
Honest to God, I just thought I'd get one of these. Yeah, really funny, buddy.
yeah,
But
I was
no, it
trying to
was
find
like
something
sheer
to stab
terror,
you with,
like in
um,
maximum overdrive type shit. Like that's right up there. That's one of the highlights. That's gonna be
but
2026. You haven't done me wrong, and I don't mind leading with that one.
but just so you know, I had someone, and because you always, as as a pedestrian, you actually have to watch drivers very carefully. Like even when you have a crosswalk, like never mind
Yep,
parking lots,
I don't.
like that
Yeah,
one, because like if you're crossing a crosswalk and you have a walk signal and they're looking left because they want to turn right, and you're crossing in front of them, if they don't see you there and they have they have an opening, they will drive.
yeah.
And I had once where a lady almost hit me. I was watching her. I saw the bumper of her car come close to me, and I dove out of the way, and I kind of did this was when I was in better shape, or I did a bit of a roll where her bumper
Parkour.
her bumper hit my foot as I was like it just nicked it. And she looked at me like I did something wrong. She just about ran my ass over. And
Oh, that's the worst when the people
and
that are the wrongdoers like get mad at you. You know, like
she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like,
I'm like, you're somebody that I don't want to ever meet. Like, you're such a horrible person that you would fucking do that. Um, uh, excuse me.
"Speaking of horrible people, you did it on purpose." Um,
I wasn't, I never thought it would, I wasn't planning for it to be as spectacular as it ended up being. But, no, honestly, what you're talking about happens when you're driving just as much. When I was younger and, you know, like, you know, like cocky and whatever, and you drive faster and whatnot, like, um, you know, you never think you rule the road, but the concept of just what they call defensive driving, like I was just like, oh, you mean drive like a fucking wuss, right? Until I actually like got older and realized that there's a lot of fucking dummies out there. And before you proceed, you better make sure that this guy is actually not going to do something stupid. Like not me, but the other guy. And like when I'm approaching like yield signs and shit like that, I slow down because it could be some dummy who doesn't realize he's got the yield sign that's going to go through the intersection and T-bone you. And they should change the term from defensive driving to awareness of like inept idiot drivers driving, because that's pretty much what you're talking about.
but also like hanging out with my cousin this weekend and being in Jasper, also knowing what to do at a four-way stop and stuff like that, and paying attention to whose turn it is. A lot of people don't pay attention. They're like, "Oh, it's about my time." Um,
Yeah, this is where it parallels like airline travel. You know, like to me, nothing could be more fucking cut and dry, right? Like the plane stops, you wait till your turn, you get out, or you're getting on the plane, you keep your bag in your lap till everyone's come on. Don't hold anybody up. These are all just things. And the one guy that fucks it up, he gets mad at everybody else. It's the same thing, right? Four-way stop. Nothing is simpler in the world than a fucking four-way stop. It goes, right to left or whatever. Yeah, like right to right to right to right to right. And whoever went last, the next guy goes. Easy fucking peasy. And then some guy decides he's gonna like cut everybody off or cut the line or whatever, and then he gets called out. And by the way, I'm a guy that will call that shit out. Then he gets all defensive, and it's like, oh fuck you, man. Like the reason why people commit those acts of assholery are simply because they are assholes, and if you're gonna call them out, they're gonna be assholes. That's rule of thumb. Rule of thumb.
rule of thumb.
Rule of thumb with the doers.
Okay, rule of thumb. Okay, so are we good? Are we good to change subjects now?
I'm fine. I'm a little worked up, Jimmy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay,
Although I'm
so
like kind of
you're
I wear the fear on your face when I almost ran you over in the parking lot like a blanket, so I'm okay.
no, you don't wear it like a blanket. You wear it like a trophy,
Yeah, yeah, either or.
like a gold medal from the Olympics.
Either or.
Um,
Yeah. Yep.
you
Yep.
you were into Sopranos.
100%. Like
Uh,
I've seen it
Vincent
twice.
Pastore.
Yeah, big puss. He passed. Yep. He had a pretty nice resume. Like, I mean, the guy looks like a mobster, but I mean, he was in Goodfellas. He was in Donnie Brasco, or Carlitos Way. He had some nice roles.
He
And go ahead. Sorry.
no, he would. I was just gonna say he was in another one, and I can't think of the name of it, but I was gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it
Um,
up. That Vincent Pastore. In fact, he the guy who played Chrissy, Christopher Montesanti, and um, Steve Sharippa. He played in Sopranos. Um, God, it's totally at the tip of my tongue because I'm thinking about it. But anyway, Michael Imperioli, who played Chris Montesanti, Steve Sharippa, who played the guy, and Big Puss. Um, they had a podcast, and it was real. It was like speaking of blankets. I listened to it all during COVID. And it was called Talking Sopranos. I even got a T-shirt where they highlighted every episode. Like, so they went through every episode of The Sopranos for an episode of their podcast, I think once a week. And they had guests on like that were stars of the show that talked about that episode, and they told great stories. And yeah, it was pretty special. Especially during COVID when, not a lot was going on and we were all isolated and don't even want to go there. But yeah, Talking Sopranos, it's still out there, up there if you want to read it. But um, Michael Imperioli, Steve Sharippa, and our man that passed, they would do live events like at like theaters and stuff, and Soprano fans could come and commiserate and talk to the fellas, Q&As and all that stuff. And Michael Imperioli, and like he was a young he didn't start out as an actor. He was kind of a young gangster, and
Really?
yeah, he was kind of not like a maid guy or with one of the families, but sort of a neighborhood boss kind of thing. That I just these are just my recollections of like one of the stories that he told on Talking Sopranos. So I don't want to besmirch anything or whatever, but God bless the fella. That's a pretty nice career, and if you read more about his life, I bet you'll see that it was even a nicer life. So
I can't find what it was. I don't think he was in the one I was thinking of. Um, because I just looked at his filmography and I couldn't find it. But yeah, like it's like someone who's been in that many gangster films, and he like saw him in actually in Gotti, the one with John Travolta,
oh, that one, yeah, that was pretty panned.
and Carlito's
But
Way. I saw that one.
yeah,
Like he like even in movies that where he didn't play a gangster, he had that feel to him. Like he was in The Hurricane with Denzel Washington,
oh, okay, nice.
and like and anything that had to do with Vegas. Um, but yeah, it's a sad. Like actually, my cousin Angela said you need to bring this up with Mooney to see if he.
Yeah, Vincent Pastore, but like, you know, if you have better things to do than listen to us, and you probably do, anybody who's listening, check out how he got his start. And yeah, he actually mentored a lot of people, and he led a very, very good and outstanding life. And actually, he made sauce too. So he has like a line of sauces that he sells that you could probably buy on the internet. Um, and yeah, I mean, and one of like, if you're a fan of like maybe the greatest TV show of all time, and I would argue that it is, he had a pivotal role in that. And I mean, like when they killed Puss, Vincent Pastore and all those fellas, they went out because like everybody cried when that guy had to leave the set. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know you're not just a good actor, you're a good fucking person. So God bless him, Vincent Pastore. What are you not drinking now, or
No, I am. Sorry, I was looking something up.
can I take you out on the boat?
I need to go out on the boat with you before the end of the before the,
You you've
I
seen The
haven't been.
Sopranos, so
I've seen a couple of episodes. I didn't get
okay.
into the Sopranos.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Out on the boat is where they took care of Puss.
Oh,
I need to take you out on the boat, kind of like Yellowstone. What is
but
it? The train station.
the train station.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Anyway, yeah. God rest his soul. A life well led, and he didn't die young, so good for him.
so you know what? I'm giving you free reign at this point. Sports.
Okay, I'm not gonna overdo anything. I mean, and also like really not a lot's happening. Certainly with the NHL, which is kind of like my preoccupation. Um, I think I might have mentioned that Kieran and I were on the boat. It was one of the best days I've had with my kid, just because um, it was about 4 hours, the two of us out on the boat, and
Oh, it was just the two of you.
yeah, yeah, and we didn't. Bacala. Sorry, Steve Sharippa played Bobby Bacala in Sopranos. Anyways, I didn't want to forget that. Um, yeah, he had a day off, which is rare for him because he's kind of a manager at his work and stuff too, and so he's making money and working really hard, and I'm proud of him for it. But so he's for time
And
off.
he's
He's
a
like, hey,
healthy dude. Like
oh yeah, kid
I-
works out every
like,
day. Yeah,
he works out every day. Yeah, he eats
he's
healthy.
respected by his peers. Yeah. Anyways, he's like, yeah, can we get on the? I'm like, yeah, whenever you want, kid. Like, and so we went. We wanted to go Wednesday, but he got called in for a tea time with his buddies. And like I said, for him, free time this summer is like a rare commodity. So I'm like, hey man, have fun with your friends. Like, you know what? Oh,
He's a
I'm not,
college guy. He's
I'm not the guilt trip parent. I like
he's in his 20s.
how to stunt your kid's growth by being the guilt kid parent. I am not that guy. So I'm like, have fun, man. I'll catch you on the flip side. And then Thursday's like, hey, how about we go now? So anyways, uh yeah, we went out and it's July, man, and the fish are like few and far between. It just is what it is. Like the water temperature's got to be a lot cooler, and unless you want to sit in the middle of the lake and like go deep and be patient, but
Or get up
we
at 5 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, we didn't catch any fish, but we talked and talked and talked, and it was just sublime. It was awesome. Like I loved it, and we talked about everything. So God bless days like that too, when you can spend time with your kid and really connect. So I'm not sure where I was going with that, but yeah, I
Something to
was
do with this, like you were going from The Sopranos to that.
yeah. Then fuck.
But the moral of the story is Mooney got to hang out with his kid on the boat, and they talked, and doing
Oh, it was the sports.
the
Now I
sports.
get it. Now
Yeah,
I'm now
yeah, because we were getting into
I'm
sports.
square in the circle. Like so, one of the things we talked about was fantasy football, and I know that I actually don't even like when other people talk about their fantasy football, so I'm not going to do it. But it is ramping up. I'm in a 12-team league with a guy I know since I'm 11. Still one of my best friends, Jimmy's favorite guy, Alton. It's the Alton Fantasy Football League. He names it after himself. The
As
UFFL.
as Alton would.
Yeah. And Kieran and I are in it, and we have been for a number of years. In fact, Kieran started that league, and then Alton Bigfooted him. And anyway, a lot of what fantasy football is between now and the start of the season. When your league drafts is like homework and um,
Didn't you do like AI? Like
yeah, that was a sad
last
chapter
year?
in my legacy as a fantasy football guy. Like, I am always near the top of the table. You know why? Because I do my research. I got this publication. I got this publication. I have all my online research. I'm gonna have a binder between now and a month from now before we draft because I want to beat all the guys in my league, and so does Kieran. So we had some good talks about that on the boat too. I'm not. This is not sports related ish. It's more like me and my buddies gambling on football ish. But yeah, other sports news. Quiet on the Oilers front. The Major League Baseball trade deadline just just came and went yesterday at 4 p.m. and the Blue Jays parted ways with a number of beloved players. But it's the reality of baseball. We lost Kevin Gausman, who didn't want to be traded, but he was a free agent, which means he could have signed with any of the other 29 Major League Baseball teams over the summer when the season ended. And it didn't look like we were going to be making a big, deep playoff run because we're 4 games back of a playoff spot right now with about 70 games to go, give or take. So it's like a 5% chance of making the playoffs. So you have to but you so we traded Gausman because we kind of had to. You had to get something for him if you could. But we got Jose Soriano, who is actually a better pitcher, and we have control of until the end of the 2028 season. So there's a silver lining there. And then we traded Varsho to the Astros, but we got Spencer Arrighetti, another starting pitcher who's going to be in our rotation when he gets healthy. He's going to Buffalo for rehab tomorrow, I think. So anyway, we had a few beloved Dalton Varsho, Kevin Gaussman, uh, like Jeff Hoffman, Adam Macko, who's from Alberta. They left the organization, but we brought in about 9 guys. One of which is like Major League Baseball Pitcher of the Month or American League Pitcher of the Month. Another guy who's also American League Pitcher of the Month coming back for the assets that we've had to part with. So it's a bittersweet trade deadline, but I love what the team has done in terms of planning for 2027, while also not inhibiting our ability to maybe make the playoffs in 2026. Sorry. There's a broader picture I wanted to talk about, but I'm not going to do it. I'll leave it at that. The Edmonton Eskimos, they had a home game on Saturday. Our friend of the podcast, Johnny, was at the game because I reached out to him to see if he wanted to watch it. I'm still not prepared to spend money on a team that changed its name from the Eskimos, but he was going to the game. And we, like I said last week, we beat the Grey Cup champions in our division. And this past Saturday, we played at home. And it was the first time all season that they opened up the upper deck at Commonwealth. They got over 30,000 fans, I think, which is the first time in like probably 5 years, at least since they changed their name. And we've got a competitive team. We lost to them by 2 points. So the Grey Cup champions, we played 2 games in a row. We beat them once at the buzzer. We lose by 2 points at the other. I think if there's any question of whether or not the Eskimos this year are contenders, it has to be answered by now. So I'll leave it at that, buddy. Like I don't want to bore anybody,
That's okay. I needed a nap.
Just like no respect. When you're talking about making amends or whatever, like
I said to people I care about. You I just tolerate.
yeah, see, like
Okay, so
those arrows penetrate flesh. They hurt.
it's a good thing that you don't have any. So what's this WNBA thing that you had written on here?
I don't know if we want to talk about it. It's like societal fucking.
Okay, well, we'll end that there.
Yeah.
Way we want
okay. You know what? Like the Women's National Basketball Association, which is heavily funded by pro sports that make money, they've decided to take a stance with regards to trans men in sports, and defending that right, despite the fact that they it's hard to have this conversation without acknowledging basic biological facts. But I don't want to trigger anybody, so whatever. But one prominent female athlete in the WNBA said that we should protect women and allow women to play in those spaces. Why else would we have a Women's National Basketball Association? But then there's like one of the coaches and one of the WNBA teams was like wearing a T-shirt supporting trans men in female sports, and it's a whole thing. I mean, why so much drama? Like like I don't know. The latest though was that like Caitlin Clark, I think that's her name. She plays for the Indiana Fever. I think she's like the best player in the world, female player in the world. She's like the Gretzky of the WNBA, and she gets literally attacked every game by opposing players, and the refs let it go. It's like black on white violence or something.
Oh yeah,
I shit you
Caitlin
not.
Clark.
Yeah. And she has an outspoken. I think Sophie Cunningham and she are on the same team. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but Sophie Cunningham's like very outspoken about, not even outspoken, just telling the truth. Like she's not like at rallies like waving a banner. She's too busy. She's a professional fucking athlete. But they asked her what you think. She said, "I think that we should preserve women's sports for women, protect women, and allow young girls safe spaces where they can play against each other." And now all of a sudden she's a fucking villain. And like she has these XXXY t-shirts she sells, and a couple girls are wearing them at a Seattle game in the WNBA. I think I don't even know the name of that team, and I frankly don't fucking want to. But one of the owners of that team was verbally assaulting these kids for wearing a fucking t-shirt, which to me is a complete defilement of the First Amendment stateside. But um, you can wear whatever shirt you want, keep your mouth shut. Who gives a fuck? Uh, and it's just led to that kind of cultural erosion and division and hatred. And getting back to Caitlin Clark, she's doing a post game thing, and they say, "What do you think about men playing and trans women, trans men?" And she deferred to the league, and this is where it gets fucky. No, hang on, it was fucky long before then, but she says, "Well, we play for the WNBA, and it's up to them to decide what they're going to do about it." She didn't say no. She didn't say yes. She deflected the question. And frankly, I'm like, if you've ever been in a fucking locker room with people and like dudes and and know that you're part of a bigger thing, which is the team, not you and your opinions, then fair fucks to her for saying, you know what, let ask the league, leave me alone. We lost tonight. We have to figure out how we win tomorrow. Like, great answer. That's what a leader does. Like, our locker room is a fortress, and societal issues don't penetrate that. We want to stay together as a team, and don't force me to fucking comment about things that are anything else but what happened during the game. Meanwhile, like Megan Kelly and Matt Walsh and people that like, or Matt Walsh, at least, not Megan Kelly, whose opinions I support, like, are coming after her for like reserving comment and deferring to the league, which as a leader on a professional sports team or any sports team, for like, that's what you would do, right? I care about my guys, I care about my team, I care about my locker room. Don't fucking ask me about like whether I think it's going to rain tomorrow or not, because it has no impact on my fucking team and whether or not we win tomorrow. But now it's a
Yeah,
whole
it's
culture war bullshit thing, and but again, you've
yeah.
never been in a locker room, maybe like your parents tied your shoelaces. I don't know. It's like, I don't give a fuck, but leave the kid alone. She gets enough stick when she's
She's
out there playing.
yeah,
And the
like
last, when she
because
like teammates,
I followed her and
yeah,
people are all over her and run like she gets fouled more than any other player on the
like
court as
it's
far as
Sophie Cunningham too. Like, it's borderline attacks, and then they get called for fouls. Like, and I'm not here to like, I don't want to extend this conversation and talk about WNBA officiating or even social justice or activism or anything. I'm talking about this one issue that the press decides they're going to like make a big issue out of, right? And then they want comment from everybody, and it's like, why don't you fucking let those kids play basketball and shut the fuck up, right? You got questions, talk to the fucking PR guy for the league. Like, this garbage league that nobody really watches, that doesn't make any money, like, fuck out of here, right? There's a guy on X, and I don't disagree with him, but he goes, he's like a business guy. I'm not going to say his name. Clay Travis. He already put it out there. Who gives a fuck? He
I'm not
goes,
going to say his name, but his name is
yeah,
Clay
it's Clay
Travis.
Travis. I don't know his background, but he got retweeted on X a few times, and the guy says, um, "I will put up $10 million for like a state champion, like high school basketball team to play any team in the WNBA set, or maybe the WNBA All Stars. I'm not sure. And if that team loses, I will donate $10 million to the WNBA." So to reiterate, he said, if that team loses, I will donate personally $10 million to the WNBA to spend as they see fit or whatever, right? And like, come on, let's go, right? Like, these are high school athletes. We're not talking about like professional athletes. High school basketball team against professional female athletes. And I'm not here to go who's right, who's wrong. I'm just saying, all right, league, like, if you're going to be responsible and like weigh in on something, because it seems like the media, at least, maybe it's a slow month and they want the news. I don't know. But when your players like poor Caitlin Clark and like even Sophie Cunningham come under fire for comments or whatever, I think maybe the league has a responsibility to step in and go, this is our position, or we don't have a position, or whatever. But make whatever fucking position you have clear so that you can allow those girls to excel and allow the attention to be focused back on the girls on the court, in my opinion. Sorry, that was a little bit of a diatribe. I wasn't expecting that.
So I'm going to change the subject just a little
Thank you.
bit.
Thank you. I and our audience, thank you.
But I'm going deep midget on this one.
So
I'm
not
go-
very deep.
Oh no, it's here deep. So I'm neck deep in this shit. Okay, so there is a lot of famous little people or
Yep.
midgets, whichever way you want to look at it, are pissed off with Peter Dinklage. Like we haven't got into this on the podcast. So the 2025 the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is no longer called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs because of Peter Dinklage. So he was actually mad at the fact that they are talking about dwarfs.
Yeah.
And so then in 2025 they became Snow White and the Seven mythical creatures or
It's like
mythical
seven
beings.
friends. It's
They're
like,
like no the mythical beings. So it was all
Snow White and the Seven
CG
Social Justice Warriors.
or something like that because he's like, why make it dwarfs? So it was all CGI. And I actually saw this conversation with my personal friend, and you met him too, Brad Williams, and he was pissed
Yeah,
because
good. Like he's like
because
hype.
like movie like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs put dwarves to work. Like it gave little people jobs. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, oh no, I'm offended by Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Bite my shiny metal robot ass. We
Yeah.
are dwarfs. Like Peter Dinklage has made a lot of money, both like as a dwarf, as like he's been in Marvel, he's been in Game of Thrones. He made his
He's
money
like
as
Hollywood's go-to midget.
yes, but then he goes, yeah, but okay, we're having Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Well, that's offensive. Calling it Seven Dwarfs. It should be mythical beings or creatures or whatever the hell it is. Which
Yeah.
because I saw a thing with Peter Dinklage, not Peter Dinklage, with our buddy, um,
Brad Williams. And
Brad
like
Williams.
his podcast partner, we both saw them
Yeah,
at River Creek, JB Ball. Was it on his podcast?
it was on the podcast,
Oh yeah,
and
it's a great
and
podcast, by the way.
and
If you want to see superior, like tall guy talking to midget podcastery, we do a pretty good job though, not for nothing.
yeah, I carry the weight, but
Their production value is a little higher, but who gives a fuck? I like the All About Men worldwide headquarters, so I'm not bending on that one. So no, I love this. Keep going, man.
but the thing is though is why be offended by the word dwarf as a little person. Why be offended?
Yeah.
Okay, midget, I get to a point because it was used to offend me when I was younger. But I am a dwarf. I'm a dwarf and proud. I really am. I've been a little person my entire life.
You hold your head high. Like I don't
But
need the protection of
but
words.
why
to be
but
who I am.
why be offended? Oh no, you can't. Like it's overdone. Dwarfs, like bite me. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And actually, there was a movie. I don't know if you've seen it. it was a really interesting version of Snow White. It was called Mirror Mirror. Julia Roberts was uh, uh, Julia Roberts was in it. Phil Collins' daughter was in it. I think Lily Collins, and actually the dwarves were actually really cool because they had they had bouncy legs and like because
But they
they
use
made
like real dwarves.
they used real little people. Yes, they did
Yeah,
because
there you go.
a, a number of
There
them
you
were in
fucking
it.
go, right?
And
Yeah.
the thing is own it. But where all the other little people were getting offended is he's already made his millions from being a little person and going. I'm offended by Snow White
Like
and Seven Dwarfs, whereas he was a dwarf whore in Game of Thrones. He was played a little person in a number of other movies, and then all of a sudden he's offended by
and
Snow White
you're
and
actually
Seven
gonna
Dwarfs.
rob the next Peter Dinklage from getting work because like you have to fuck that guy. And by the way, not for nothing, but I read where like people don't like him. Like and I'm not surprised. Like every single motherfucker that I introduce you to is like, oh yeah, Jimmy, he doesn't take himself too seriously. You can joke around with him. It's not a big deal. Like he's respectful, blah, 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 right? This guy, like, do you think anybody wants to start a conversation with this guy? And he says, whoa, 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 whoa. You and then even when I've seen interviews with him and he's like talking like he's some kind of fucking what are you, Richard Harris, like some kind of fucking thespian. Fuck you. You know what? Like, stop taking yourself so seriously. And guess what? People will stop too, and you might actually make some fucking friends. Like in this guy, without even thinking, it's just selfish, indulgent. I am me. Fucking fuck you. You know, like he's like those guys in Gimli, like with the association and whatnot. Like in my opinion, gonna write that down.
I'm
140,
writing that
50.
down.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, but like I'm telling you, like 140, 15,
yeah,
50,
yeah. No,
whatever.
I got it.
But I'm telling you, like who are you to tell anybody what to do? And by the way, like here's the thing, here's the problem that I have with that business is that like even Eskimos, right? Um, I mean, or like Indians for that matter. Like so many like those people didn't last like centuries or even millennia without being resilient, vigilant, strong. I mean, that's why cities name their football teams after you because you have characteristics that are to be admired. And then somebody wants to erase all that because
But
that term is like a pejorative. Like fuck you, man. Like just
but
because a
it
word is used to describe somebody doesn't mean that it's a bad word, in my opinion.
but in the word in dealing with the word Indians, when the majority of like First Nations, Aboriginal, whatever, whichever way you want to look at it, people when they go, I don't like that word. When the majority of them do, and if like a prime example,
I
if
gotta
I
like
met
find different
okay,
priorities.
no,
Like,
but let me point this out to you, like as a midget, okay. If I said the word midget to another little person
right.
and they were offended by it, guess what? I would stop calling them a midget. Like it's not a blanket term. It's not like some people are offended by it as a little person. Some people are. But in the case of this, he's like in the case of Peter Dinklage and this, he's like, I've already made my money from it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm gonna stand up now.
Yeah. And like just be a pretentious Hollywood actor.
But
It's like I don't aspire to be uh you know like loved respect well I don't like I don't aspire to be a good guy whose peers respect me because I'm solid and like people rely on me to support them like if they need anything from me or whatever. I want to be a pretentious Hollywood actor. Oh, and guess what? You fucking achieved your goal, asshole, and nobody fucking likes you, in my opinion.
But there was so many little, like I saw clips of so many little people that were pissed off at him because he used his Hollywood status to go, I'm offended.
Yeah,
And
you
then
know.
they go, oh, he's speaking for all little people. Bite me.
Mhm. Yeah, but yeah, I don't subscribe to they and there's an old Red Hot Chili Peppers song. It's called "Fight Like a Brave," and like this is before like I think it's before Blood Sugar Sex Magic, which is like their first like almost mainstream record. Because I've been a fan of them since they came out, like when I was in high school. But it's called "Fight Like a Brave." It's like fight like a brave, don't be a slave, don't be no sucker, fight like a brave. And it's like a paying homage to like Native American or Aboriginal, like use whatever words you want. Like honestly, like I whatever tickles your fancy. But I'm just saying that from where I come up and where I'm from and the kind of guy I am, like those words that are used to describe a group are like to me are pejorative. They're words that should be worn like a badge of honor and pride, and not dependence, and not victimhood, and not anything else. But like, you know what? Yeah, it's my tradition. I'm proud of it, motherfucker. Like, and for a
But
guy to go,
some
oh,
people,
dwarves, oh, you know,
but
oh, Eskimos,
but
oh.
some people,
You kill that legacy.
but the thing is some people have dealt with it, and like whatever term you want to look at, have
I
dealt
don't
with it,
disagree.
and still have a problem with it. But in the instance of someone like Peter Dinklage, who rode the word, like he rode his midgethood to
It's midgetry.
make what
I'm sorry, it's midgetry.
okay his
He wrote
midgetry.
his yeah, there you go.
He rode his midgetry to absolute, like, to being a
Stardom.
millionaire, to
Yeah.
being a star, and then all of a sudden go, I'm offended. Like,
Yeah.
bite me. Like,
Yeah, like he got to the everybody's trying to climb the ladder to get up there. He got to the top and then fucking yanked the ladder.
and then went,
Cocksucker.
yeah.
He's like,
So,
like fuck that guy. I'm not watching any of his movies ever again. Fuck that guy.
but yes, so
And again, like I hope like anybody listening, I'm just saying right now, it's like embrace your history, embrace like there aren't there nobody's out there coming after anybody for like fundamentally I don't think that we're like our society is populated by like racists or like guys with target practice for people they hate. Yeah, are there fringes? 100%. Do they get amplified? 100%. But for the most part, we're not naming our teams after people we hate. Okay, and we're not writing songs about people we hate. And if it's a culture like if you're not happy with where it's gone, or whether it describes people that have maybe descended into something that you wish you weren't, well then go after those guys. Don't change the name. Like go after a guy who might not represent what your forebears did and go, hey, we're Eskimos, we don't do that. Or we're dwarves, we don't do that. Or like with dwarves, it's different. It's just insecurity manifest, but whatever. I'll leave it at that. I'm just like, be proud
uh,
of who you are. Like I'm Irish. You know, a guy calls me a Mick, fine. He calls me a filthy Mick, fine. Like I mean, you can call me whatever you want. Like I'm not like
you get offended by me calling you bold because
no, I don't. I am.
you do
Like
because
I
you
joke
call,
about it in a ball community and
like you
I've
call
got
me.
like a community of bald people like willing to protect me. Like
Okay, and by the way, see how thick this hair is?
mm, yeah, your salad's a carpet now. It's not even a salad, it's a carpet.
Exactly 2 months ago yesterday.
This is
2 months ago
it
yesterday.
looks thicker than what you threw out on Facebook, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's grown since then.
Like, Jesus, fucking chia head. Christ. Yeah, like you got to do something about that. Like you got to take
uh,
it. You said you take it down to the wood in the summer. Like you want
no,
to come over? Like come
no,
over
I
Friday.
did no, like, I
I got
did.
clippers.
Okay, dude,
I'll give you a nice haircut for
I did,
nothing.
I did take it down to the wood at the beginning of the summer. Now we're getting into the fall soon because
Yeah, but
you know,
it's gonna be this thick in like September. Like, and it's not even gonna be that cold then. Like,
uh,
you know what?
you're just jealous
Friday
that
after
I
work, come
have
over.
hair,
I'm
your
gonna.
son has hair, your daughter has hair.
No, man. I'm
Um,
like I'm trying to show you a new way. Like,
well,
embrace baldertree.
but
Like Friday after work, you'll come over, and I'll take it down. It'll be classy, and it'll cost you nothing. It'll cost you
I was
fucking nothing. You might
I was
even get some free booze for it.
damn straight. I'm getting free booze,
Yeah,
but
there might be some touching, but you'll like it.
I'm not shaving my head again. I
Why
like
not?
having
Like I got
hair. I like having hair. I like being
uh,
superior to you in one thing.
you're superior to me in a lot of things, but
Uh,
like we've already
oh,
established that. Like
I'm like,
I'm a passenger. I'm a passenger on August 15th. Not to mention a bunch of other stuff, but listen, I'll tell you, Friday, like let's like write it down in pencil. You come over, I promise there'll be no touching besides the
uh,
blade to the head. But let me sort you out. We'll get you a nice down. Like it won't be right down to the wood either. Like I'll be using like a 2 or something.
I
And
feel
I
like
take pride, and I might take care of those fucking eyebrows too, because they're getting a little unruly, to be honest with you. Maybe some of that nose hair as well.
my nose hair
Like
is
you
fine.
respect yourself enough that you don't look like a living plant.
I I would say what I think about you, but it's just you know what I have morals. Um,
All right. Well, you know what? All the stuff you talked about, I'm kind of like meet people, talk to people, share political opinions, like with respect, learn more about the other person's side. You might change their mind, and if you're lucky, they'll change your mind, and you learn something. It's not all polarized and come after each other and be dicks to each other, and you like there's never just two sides. There's like multifaceted sides. There's and it's like the more we learn from each other, the lucky we are. And like, everyone talks about AI and stuff, but like maybe have a talk with a guy at the bus stop or somebody you meet or whatever. Like I'm not that type. I'm pretty withdrawn. I don't really do the thing, but if I meet friends through friends or whatever, and I'll talk about anything. And not because I think I'm right, but more importantly, because it's like, hey, guess what? Another new person, with new ideas, new opinions, and like a completely new life. I can learn more about humanity, like unpolarized, not two sides kind of thing,
you
in my
don't
opinion.
think you're right, you know you're right. Um, and if you
I
don't believe
don't.
me, ask you again. Um,
I fuck off.
I've had
like,
conversations with you where I
like,
go
like,
where
fuck you,
by
you
the
fucking midget.
where I've had conversations with you where it's you talk and I try to intercede and you go, no, give me a minute. And then you go, so what were you gonna say? I'm like, I don't remember.
So
Um
I can't be responsible for your poor memory. Like,
when you talk for half an hour, um anyone has a bad memory. Uh
sure.
okay, I wanna touch a couple more things before we go. Uh
I
so
don't want to go, Jimmy. I'm gonna be honest with you because it's been like a week since we talked, like 10 days since like I actually put hands on you, like
I know
lovingly.
it's
Like,
okay, so let me ask you a question.
sure.
Do you do you like ice cap, uh, like cold, like iced coffee? Like, do you drink any
Nothing.
of the?
None of that novelty tomfuckery. Like nothing.
So you just drink coffee?
Black. The darker the better. Every day. I have a mug. Uh, I have like an old school Starbucks mug, like the year after I got it, or a couple years after, they made it smaller, but they still charge you for a venti. I get about a
Oh,
quarter inch more.
Starbucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and I don't like Starbucks per se. I'm just saying that they make the best strong coffee. Like, we have local places. I don't even know if the growlery is still around, but there's a few local joints. I'll give a shout out to next episode. I can't. They don't spring to mind right now. Um, but yeah, like the Tim Hortons, McDonald's. I'm like, give me high test. I'm not drinking 10 cups a day. I drink that one thing. Like, I'll go show it. Like, hang on a sec.
No, no, I like at Starbucks, venti is a large. Venti is a large, and at Tim Hortons, the extra large is that much more than because I've done both. But
Yeah,
what I'm
like I'm not a
talking
Tim
about
Hortons guy.
is, but what I'm talking about is when we met with Bart.
This is my coffee mug. Sorry, like in context. So, um, like here's my whiskey. So it's basically a venti, and I drink one of those a day. So, like, usually the night before, the next day, Graf puts it in the machine, and we got like fresh ground,
Yeah.
usually espresso beans or like French roast or like Verona or something, and
But I mean, buying it from one of the like
yeah,
Starbucks, Tim Hortons,
Remedy's one of
McDonald's.
the local
Yeah,
Remedy. Um, like when we met Bart
Bart.
at Tim Hortons, and that was the first time I stepped foot into Tim Hortons in maybe 2 years. And I'm not getting a coffee. Like it was 2 o'clock. I already did my coffee quota anyway. But I heard they come out with the sugar free stuff, and so I'm diabetic. So obviously I'm like, oh, I'll check that out. And it was just gross. Like it's
Yeah,
like
like.
I don't know what the fuck that was, but
But where
um,
I was going at is with that
sorry.
because there's iced coffee, and then there's iced coffee, which, by the way, has cream in it, and then there's cold brew, which doesn't. You have the choice.
Where?
At Tim Hortons, you can get cold
Tim
brew.
Hortons.
You can get cold
Yeah.
brew coffee, so it's basically coffee with ice in it,
Yeah.
or you can get
Yeah.
the
Iced
creamy
coffee.
one, the ice. Oh,
It's just so much class. You're like, you're like,
oh, did that
I don't
come
like.
into the mic?
Yeah, oh yeah, like that's there for posterity, motherfucker.
Okay, the 156.
Yeah, there you go. Well played, jerky.
That's only half.
So, yeah, put the other half somewhere else. So you're working on it. It's percolating.
No, I've been holding it back. That was so that I didn't die.
So what's your question? Like Tim Hortons does all kinds of gimmicky shit, and
There's iced coffee,
like
and then
stupid rubes go there and buy their
then
shit.
there's cold brew. That's what I was asking if you
Okay.
knew the difference.
I
'Cause
don't know the difference because I never go there.
I prefer coffee colder. I don't like hot coffee.
I'm like,
I usually let it cool down.
put a venti bold in this, and I'm a happy camper, and that does me for the day. And by the way, if I don't do that, I get a headache. So I do need.
It's raining like a mofo right now,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
or at least on the west end.
So I don't know. I mean, it is like, okay, let me ask you this then. The counter question. Like, do you think that's gimmicky, or is it you're like, oh my God, this is so good. I gotta find a way to do it at home. I gotta buy a device to help me make this at home because it's so good, or is it just like, it's Tim
No,
Hortons. What are you gonna do?
what I wanted to know is if I want a cold black coffee with ice in it. If I want like black coffee with ice in it at Tim Hortons, Starbucks, any of these things, what do I order? I don't want all the cream and all the sugar and all the
Like,
bullshit. I
come over on Friday. I might even like sit you down and we'll give you like a little knuckle massage, and like we make coffee
why do
every
you
day.
have why
I'll
do you
cool
have
some of that coffee down for you, and we'll like I'll take it
why do you
down to the
have to
wood.
make things weird?
I'm not making it weird. I'm like trying to set, like
Sit
create a
me
setting,
down,
create a
do a
setting
rub
that's
down.
create a
Um,
setting that's going to encourage you to, you know what? I'll take that espresso coffee mix and put in the fridge if you want, and just make it inviting for you. And then you don't have to go to Tim Hortons and like explain your order twice and whatever, and like not really get good quality. You can just come to my house. Get treated like a prince and take it down to the wood. And I meant the hair. Don't get creepy. Like it's all good.
I don't want to shave my head again. I do
You
that
should
once a
totally
year.
let me do it. Let me do it. Come on.
Okay, we will do a post on Facebook. And if the majority of people say that I should let you, actually, you do the post. And if people say that I should shave my head again, I will do it.
Our audience comes from your Facebook presence,
Yeah, but
so
it's
I
just,
think you kind
but
of have
no,
to do
but
that.
the people on my end love my hair. Um, the
Okay, well
people on
then
your
I
end,
guess I
which is the
lose.
bald community, um,
There's people in the bald community that follow me. Certainly, we're a tight knit group. We have a,
yeah,
we have to
you
deal with a
have
lot.
you
We have
have
to deal with
meetings.
a lot of struggles.
You have meetings at Sherbrooke. Uh,
Can
but
I-
before we go, I think it's time that we go soon. I want to bring up one thing that's kind of it's personal and dear to me. Is actually August 13th is actually Dairy Queen's Miracle Day, Miracle Treat Day. So what that does, it helps children's hospitals across Canada um, with like raise funds. So that's August 13th, and it's a big thing. So you can donate. Actually, the Dairy Queen donates 100% of the proceeds to the Children's Hospital. So
like that whole
we
day.
that whole day,
Like I go in there and I buy like 3 hamburgers and
like
like,
it's proceeds from every Blizzard treat sold
oh, so like every
at
blizzard.
every Blizzard. So that's the one day I eat ice cream, and I don't. I'm not a fan of ice cream. I'm one of few people. But the thing is the proceeds from it go to help Children's Hospital, like
So
like like the like ours here,
yeah.
and and I was a big fan. Like I went to the Children's Hospital in Calgary,
No,
and
I know, and honestly, like you and I have had talks way off air, not on the podcast, blah blah blah, and like Ronald McDonald House, and
Ronald McDonald
yeah, and like
House,
these like
the
any
Children's Hospitals.
like when kids are dealing with things that they can, and it's again, it's as much for the kids as it is for their parents, and then you go, oh, okay, like what their parents aren't going through that no, like if you've ever
Well,
been a parent, and if you hang on, hey, let me finish, like
everything your kid goes through,
you go
you
through.
go through.
Yeah, and if you're a parent, it's like you actually have an opportunity. Like you, like every single parent that has to go through that wishes it was them instead of their kid, and they know they can't. So then their next instinct is, what can I do to make it better for my kid? And like like you're clueless. Like it's not like that your neighbor's kid's going through that, or the guy down the street, or the guy on the soccer team. But then you get embraced by this community, and you learn how not just to like live with it, or at least psychologically cope, but then also present like a face to your kid where it's not such a struggle for that poor person. Like, and I mean, like the levels of support that come from that are not just one, but multiple fold. So good
But
for you, Jimmy.
But the thing is, with something like Miracle Treat Day, it allows the hospitals to get equipment to help better serve the kids. So you don't have to ship them to another hospital to get an MRI or to get a CAT scan or get some special treatment. Like the whole purpose of these programs is to make sure that the hospital that your kid is being treated in
The children's hospitals get the funding to get the
has the equipment that it needs to take care of your kids, so you don't have to fly them halfway across the country.
yeah, and again, as I said, I've reiterated more than once, like, it's a noble cause. That's also my birthday, so I mean, there's the question of expropriation, and maybe we can talk about that next week or over a beer. But
but I heard you're having a birthday party on a different time. But I digress. But because I'm holding up, like I personally, am having a shrine erected on your birthday. This was Chris Mooney.
You're gonna do that on Chris Mooney Day? Like, where do you get the balls?
But this was the Bald and Short of It podcast.
Love you, brother.
I am James P. White. That is Chris Mooney. We will see you next time.
Circling the toilet bowl of